Are we getting a cooler, Robert?
We had a cooler, Robert. We got to go somewhere else this time.
Yeah. A hotter Robert.
We have a cooler Robert at home.
Boy tea.
Find an image of like the Robert we have at home.
It's me.
Oh shit! I forgot something.
Oh man, that was good, Robbie. All right, well, should we wait? I'll wait for him to get back, and we can hop right into it.
Playing tonight.
All right, well, guys, we're our last session. We're last we left. Our intrepid adventurers. You guys were right in the middle of a battle of the fort being attacked. And you first got a lick of some of the creatures you're going to be facing. You fought a blighted bloater who you guys took out pretty easily, but it also did a little bit of hurt to you. And afterwards you met General Drakov, who appointed herself the queen. I mean, she was second
Before
in
that.
command. Yeah, wait, no, after the bloater. Yeah?
But then we fought more bloaters.
Yeah, of course.
I'm so confused.
And you guys also
Jennifer bloated.
yeah, you got to learn a little bit more about her, get some of her flaws, some of her personality traits, and it seems like the big thing she wants is that she just wants to stay in control. A lot of water weight, yeah. And afterwards, she took you guys through the fort to kind of show you around, and it's weird for you guys to walk around seeing fighting and not be a part of it. And she just said, our soldiers got it. She took you to the front lines where you saw the Horde. You also saw the Green Knight. The Green Knight attack on tightened himself and turned huge, grabbed a bunch of blights, and just tossed them into the fort. And she asked you guys to go handle some of those while
it's connected to the phone right now, so
Falcon, can you mute yourself while you're doing that?
she asked you guys to go clear them out in one of the buildings, and that's where you guys went to the jail cell, and then you found Gran. Gran was able to break herself out, and since she wasn't infected, and you guys didn't really question why she was in jail or anything, she just hopped along with you guys, pun intended. And yeah, I think the last thing we did was you guys leaving the jail. Yeah.
A little bit more than that.
Yeah, we got to a wall.
You got to the wall, and yeah, two guys led you out of the jail cell to show you what was happening, and they asked for your help to rescue some of their people that were trapped. Yeah. So I moved you guys back over there. Curtis's bike. Yeah.
The thing in the background.
So the way I'm going to handle it is there are three different people here, or three different like stations. There's here on the left, there's one like dead center, and there is one that's a little harder to get on the bottom right. Okay? What I'm going to do, and there's like spaces cut through there that you guys can see, is when I'm attacking you guys, I'm going to use horde stats. I'm not going to use like the individual creature stats because you guys would be surrounded pretty much. Okay? So it'll be one attack, but it'll just be an attack by a horde. But for you guys, I would just say go all out. I'm going to do, what's the thing where you cut through someone? I forgot that rule. Cleave. Yeah. So if Robert wants to like just go ape shit and just cut a line, that's fine. And obviously,
I got really excited for a second because for some reason, I mixed Xardaar and Anne's abilities together and forgot that Xardaar has what was it called? It was something to do with his Horde Breaker is one of the feats that he had, and I'm like, shit, I could have used that.
Wait, our Xardaar? You could have hurt us real bad.
No, not your Xardaar. The Xardaar in this campaign.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Dareth?
Yeah, Dareth.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah. So there are some trebuchets back there which can toss you guys a certain number of feet. I'll say it'll like. Let me just get the ruler out. It can toss you guys your choice. Let's say 200 feet.
Oh Christ! I just rolled down. There's a
Yeah.
lot out there.
It can toss you guys 200 feet, and you don't have to rescue everyone. Okay, you don't have to rescue everyone at all. All right, but it's up to you, and we'll see what happens if who you leave behind and what'll happen from there. So let's go ahead and start by rolling initiative.
I have a great idea that involves Anne being willing to go out there with me.
All right.
Because it's been a very long time since I've used darkness, and this is the perfect time to use it.
It is.
Because if they're not the full-on clicking ones, then they're still using sight. And Robert in darkness will just wreck them.
21.
These ones are still using sight, right? Like
Yes.
these are the ones that can see.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, 21 was who? Anne?
I got a 20.
Wait, so who was the 21? Was that Xardaar?
Yeah, that was Xardaar. Yeah, him.
Okay.
I got a 13.
All
I got a
right.
10.
Okay.
I got a 19.
Okay.
Nice.
I rolled like poop.
And a 19 for Gran.
So I had a good one, because 13 is very good for me. I have no dex modifier.
Okay. Initiative is here on the top. That is one of the biggest fonts, but it's still very small here. Xardaar, you're up first, and I know you're on the phone. So, Xardaar, before we rolled initiative, he turned into a bat and he flew. Wait, did he?
Bat?
Bat.
I feel like that would be part of his turn. I don't know if we necessarily had the foresight to start doing things before initiative.
Otherwise, I do believe that one of the characters actually jumped into trebuchet.
Robert just popped in and said, "Send me."
So I think that's fair, yeah. Before we get any movement, we're still at the landing. Falcon, do you want us to skip you for now?
Just put me on one of these rocks and say I'm shooting a path for these guys.
Okay, you just jump down to the rocks. Okay. So literally pick where you want to shoot at.
I'm going to be focusing here.
Okay. So give me an attack roll.
So 19.
Okay, that hits easily.
Oh, and I'm going to activate Hunter's Mark. And then next round, I'm going to give myself advantage.
Okay. So roll damage and see your arrow just cleave through some of these.
13. Yeah, 13 piercing right now.
13 piercing. Okay. You kill one of these guys, and you hurt another one.
Nice cleavage, Falcon.
All right. What's the movement like from up where I'm at down to this? Is it the same movement as what we're seeing here, or is this here difficult terrain in this area?
I'll say it's normal terrain. You can just jump down onto those cliffs.
And Where's Robert trajectory? Where's Robert's trajectory? I'm gonna put him.
I don't know, Robbie, where were you trying to go?
Well, given that, these guys here are pretty close, I figured, Pi and Xardaar could clear a path for them to just get up there and join that group holding that. So I was thinking about going to this one over here on the west side.
Over here. Oh, you're going down to here.
Yeah, because that's about as far as the trebuchet will get me.
I gotcha. How do you plan on surviving the impact?
Cast Entangle with my Grun arm and just pull myself down.
All right.
Let it stretch out to slow me down and then bring me back.
This is some Just Cause 3 physics right here.
I imagine when you coming down more like a bomb, like have you guys?
I can also do that and just deal with the force damage. How much would I be taking? Because I'll just cast darkness in midair.
I'll let you make a deck save. And I guess depending on how poorly you go.
Well, if I dies, I dies. Pi's been preparing for me to die again, so I'll just do that on my turn.
What, die?
Well, hopefully not that part.
This is what I imagine, like Robert coming down.
Oh yeah. I asked because I was like, would it be a good idea for me to jump into Trebuchet 2? And the answer is no. So I'm not going to do that.
Not if I'm going to do that now. It might be a good idea to already be there.
So I'm going to start moving.
The arrow just goes straight through them. And I thought
I'm trying to decide if I
another
should go
attack or
like
something. No,
say that again.
didn't Falcon have another attack?
I'm trying to decide if I should go down towards like the east, the western flank, or if I should go down the center. I think I'm going to go western. Because either way, I'm not getting to anybody to hit in the first round. So I'm going to move there, and that'll end my turn. That's dashing. Oh wait, hang on. I think I have bonus action dash as well, so I'm going to do another 30 feet.
Well, I'm going to say like your movement from after you land in the trebuchet, that's when your movement starts.
Oh, hang on.
So if you want to like just get in the trebuchet, get thrown, and then have your movement start, that's fine.
Yeah, thrown.
I'm going to just go down to the center.
So just assume I'm in the trebuchet.
Yeah.
I'll worry about the movement later.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, I got to move back one. But that, I'm actually going to go down to the center here. So that gets me 90 feet there. And that'll end my turn.
Okay, you're not going to attack or anything?
I used my dash and my action to dash.
Oh,
so
you didn't trebuchet, you just walked right down. Okay.
yeah, because I'm not risking getting injured that way.
Okay.
I'm still kind of squishy in comparison.
All right. Well, next up would be the Blights, but there's no one for them to attack, so they're good. Gran, you're up next. And Gran, you can stay up top and just knock them off with your arrows. You can get trebucheted. Up to you.
I'm gonna stay up here. I'm old, Yusuke. And I'm gonna. I kind of want to shoot the big boy because I can shoot real far.
The Green Knight?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want.
Don't you want to?
I mean, I do, but that didn't inspire.
I mean, if you want to, you can go for it. I'm not going to say no.
Okay. I'm going to. So I can't see at all because I'm old. Gran can see real well. She's old, but I'm old and I can't see real well.
Are you playing a character that's older or that's younger than you?
No, we're just old, but she's a superhero basically, and I'm useless.
I was was trying to calculate rabbit years for a second.
No, she's got Feywild oldness.
Oh, shit, she's ridiculously old.
She's real old. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna hop up there, and I guess I'm just gonna, I'm gonna like squint my eyes off at him, and I'm gonna shoot a line of bozos near him for my first shot. I'm gonna do the sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
Activate my bow, and yeah, here I go. I rolled. Okay, I subtract 5, so I rolled a 21 to hit.
That hits.
And then I'm gonna
Easily.
for real.
21, yeah. So you do 10 more damage on your roll.
Okay, I do 18 damage on that.
Okay, I'm gonna start deleting ones. Okay. So
Oh wait, hold up. There's a feature. Hold up. I also do another D8 on my first thing because of Gloomstalker.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8. So I do 26 damage on that first shot.
Okay. And you seriously maim another.
Okie pokey. I'm gonna do another one.
Okay.
I don't know if I do I don't know if I can do sharpshooter on both. It doesn't like give it like an action or anything.
Let's assume that you can for now.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about this.
Okay, I rolled a 9. So there's a 16 hit.
A what?
A 16.
16 hits.
Okay, thank God. And then I'm going to do my dammies again.
I think you can do it on each turn.
It doesn't say anything about dammers.
Yeah, I think you're good.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's going to be my first 2 shots. I do 16 dammies.
On the second one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the one that you maimed earlier is gone, and so is one beside him. So
Hell yeah.
little path next to the Green Knight is starting to form.
We'll do that kind of shenanigans.
Is she just shooting at the big one and missing? Because it's kind of working.
I guess I'm gonna stay put.
Okay. Next up is Robert, and I can't wait.
I have a question. Do I count as a creature I can see?
Oh God.
I don't.
Do you have a mirror?
I don't see
No.
why not. I mean.
Okay. This is gonna be so much fun, and stick with me. And I can give us temp HP every turn as long as I can kill an enemy or land a crit.
All right.
And that the minimum for that temp HP will be 6.
And in darkness.
Because at 7th level with the Oath of Heroism, I get Mighty Deed.
Giggity.
Whenever I score a critical hit or reduce a creature to 0 hit points, I can choose one or more creatures that I can see within 30 feet, up to my charisma modifier, which is 5.
Okay.
All the chosen creatures are affected by one of the following effects: either temp HP of 1d6 plus my charisma modifier, so that's a minimum of 6 right there, or if it's hostile, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw or be frightened until the start of my next turn. And I completely forgot I had this. I have been using it all the freaking time otherwise. And it's not a bonus action or anything. It's just a feat.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I need to get down there then.
Right? Because shit, just free HP. Okay, so yeah, hop in the ballista, throw me, trebuchet, whatever. I don't care. It can be a ballista. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm hardwood. It'll work.
Yeah, Dylan, move yourself to wherever you want to be.
Okay.
And then we'll make a deck save.
Well, I'm gonna try and land right in front, and I'm gonna be, singing Enrique Iglesias. I can be your hero, baby. Because this feels like the right thing to do. I can kiss away the pain. Oh, yeah. I can be your hero.
So while I put the trebuchets there for you, I don't think that the people there expected anyone to use it for that. So I think that you climb up into the trebuchets, and the Autumn Knights around it are like, "What are you doing? That's for boulders."
Close enough. Shoot me.
Okay. And they chop the rope, and it sends you flying.
Didn't the Queen and the General both use that like 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, they did. They did. Well,
Yeah, but they don't know us.
Well, this is the royal trebuchets for royalty only. I guess you can use it. It's fine.
I'm a royal pain in the ass. Let's go.
All right. So you land right there. Give me a dex
I got
save.
a 12 on my deck save.
A 12.
It's not
okay.
bad.
It's not bad.
Don't you get a bonus to those?
Oh yeah, I get a bonus to all my save. Duh, dumbass.
I thought you were.
Okay, that's 17.
There you go.
+5. God damn.
It's my charisma modifier. Having a 20 for charisma is fucking great.
Okay, I can't
You're
justify
a paladin.
you taking 0 damage for this, but it won't be much. You're gonna take.
Can I take out 1 when I land?
Can you what?
Can I just land on 1 instead of in that open space? And just take it out?
Oh, land.
You can say open blood is activated.
Okay.
Just say
The damage that you take is going to be double the damage that you deal to them. That sounds fair. Because they're getting hit by something, but you're being cushioned a little bit.
I'll be fine.
So I think you'll take 6 bludgeoning damage, and one of these things are gone. And Gran, you have a question?
May we have battle music?
Oh, battle music, sure.
Thank you.
That's the battle music. You just got to deal with it.
Hey, play that playlist that I put in the chat.
Oh,
I don't know if y'all saw it.
So
They
not,
released.
not concerning hobbits, okay.
Oh no, Wizards of the
I'll just
Coast.
start crying. I mean, if you want me to cry.
Wizards of the Coast released a whole album for Spelljammer called Spelljams.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's not the one. There we go.
I mean, I would love it if you played Concerning Hobbits, though. Just throw that up.
I want that one that's like. You know that one?
And Robert, which one that's around you do you want to take out?
Yes.
Whatever. Yes.
Which one? Top right, or right?
Let me see.
You know Robert has to be on top.
Nah, take out the one to the right, because that's the one right in front of the opening.
Okay. All right. Now you still have your action.
Cool.
Basically, that wasn't even your movement. That was you getting launched.
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cast Darkness on myself.
Boom.
Well, obviously it can't be on me, so I'm going to cast it on Frostbrand, because I can just Frostbrand.
So yes, and as you land, the knights they have the door barred up, and they see you, and they're like, "Holy shit, dude! What are you doing here?"
I'm here to save your asses, and the rest of you. Follow the bubble of creepiness.
And then your darkness goes up, and they're like, "Oh,
Yep.
oh, okay."
And then I'm obviously just gonna swing. I'm gonna start at the top right there. And I have to reload D&D Beyond real quick. Great.
Sounds about right.
Alright, there we go. So swinging with Frostbrand. And I've got advantage. Alright, I didn't crit, but 14 plus whatever's gonna hit, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Alright, so that's gonna be... So that's gonna be... And they're not immune or anything to cold, if memory serves, right?
I don't think so. Yeah.
Okay, so that's going to be 14 damage for the first attack.
Okay. You cut one down, and where do you want this one to go?
The top right.
Okay, and then you hurt. I'm just gonna keep going up.
Well, I was going to do the one directly above me.
Okay. So you take that one out, and then you maim this one.
All right, so I'm going to shift up right here and make my second attack.
Nice.
All right, I hit. I do not crit, but that's okay. Let's do the damage. And that's going to be 16 total damage, starting with the one I've already hit.
You take that one out, and then an additional one
All right, and I'll take the one directly above him.
above him. Okay.
Yep. Be like, you can call me the gardener because I'm gonna cut down these weeds.
One of them like pokes his head out, and he's like, "Guys, the door's clear. There's a little
And
bit of
because
space."
Vinny laughed, I'm gonna use Strong Mouse's laughing amulet to heal.
Okay.
Is that the thing?
Yep, and I haven't used that ever.
Ever.
So that is 1d10 plus my con healing. So that's 8 plus... What's my con? 3, so that's 11 healing. And how many guys are in there?
3.
3? Cool. I'm going to give them all temp HP with Mighty Deed.
Nice.
And it's not close enough for me to see him, so if he gets here, then I'll worry about it. But still, so that's going to be 1d6. 2. Alright, so that's going to be 7 temp HP for all those dudes, and 7 temp HP for me.
Okay.
So I am now back at full health with an additional 7 HP on top.
Nice. All right.
And yeah, I'm just going to chill right there in my bubble of fuck you guys.
All right. Next up is, I think, Pie.
All right. My plans have changed since Robert has decided to go all the way out there. I'm going to move this spell to the other side of the map. Right here, where these guys are, in this line. Actually, I'm going to extend it out exactly like that. 60 feet across.
Okay.
Facing south will be a wall of fire at 5th level.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't even know if I need to do 5th level. You killed a guy with only 12 damage.
I don't even think it took 12.
Because of it's a horde thing, I'm lowering their health a little bit.
Okay, then I'll do it at 3rd level. That's still 4d8. No, that's still... Where is it? That's not a 4th level spell. It's a 5th level spell. Shit. Okay. No, it is a 4th level spell. It's 5d8. Okay.
4th level spell, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. I was going to do 5th level, which was, 68. I don't need to do that, though. That's overkill. All right. Vinny, make dex saves for all those fuckers.
Oh, God. There's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 of them?
It's within 10 feet of the wall, by the way.
Oh, my. Fuck you. Just tell me the full damage. They all fail.
What does pie look like?
Let me double check that, actually. What's that?
What does pie look like? Because I feel like Gran has never seen one of
A
pie.
rabbit?
Pie looks sexy as fuck. He's basically... I've tried to draw him so many times, but I can't quite get it on paper. But he is meant to be the robotic equivalent of Morden. He was made in Morden's image. He's got a really cool copper wire beard. It's very, very curly. And he's got all sorts of cool, like, gold filigree all over him. And he wears a blacksmith's apron with his ridiculously bright red Morden cape.
It's very cool.
No, he's a very loving guy. Pretty soon he'll ask you to reach in his hole, and just do it.
I put Pi Robot into the AI thing, and it got weird.
I tried to get it to make some, and I didn't like Forge Cleric, Warforged, blah blah blah, and it actually did a decent job. Anyway, let's roll some damage. $27 damage.
Oh Oh my god, dude, you absolutely cleared them all out. Like, they're gone. And I got a little wall of fire there for you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my god, how many was that?
There was 9. There, close to 30.
Good. I think that's our biggest combo yet.
Yeah, your biggest amount of like one-hit kills.
No, I've learned that as the healer, I only get one big offensive spell, and it's my first spell of the whole combat. The rest is for heals. So I'll bonus action. Where is it? Oh no, that's concentration, isn't it? Never mind. I was gonna give Gran some guidance, but I can't. I'll just I'll toss a Sacred Flame out there. Fuck it.
Just a random Sacred Flame.
Oh no, that's an action. I won't do that. Never mind.
I guess we'll just have to start throwing dudes over the fire.
Does
I mean, if you get them to the buildings in the center.
Who's still up here with me?
Gran.
And that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. Gran, do you need any healing?
I'm 100% good.
All right, well, we'll just hang out, and then I'll end my turn.
Okay. Next up, I think we're back at the top. It's Xardaar.
All right, so I guess I'm going to be shooting.
I'm going to take out like 2 more guys because I think you did another attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be shooting over here this time, I guess.
Over there? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how these mountains are really shaped, so
Don't worry about it.
giving myself advantage. It is over 20, so no worries.
It's easy.
11, 14 for the first hit.
Hits. Yes, Gran.
14 damage.
14 damage, okay.
We need
9
music.
damage for the second one.
There is music.
Why can't I hear it?
You might have to turn your volume up.
My volume is up.
Do you guys hear music?
Barely.
Oh, let me turn it up.
I'm listening to the Spotify.
I turned the volume up a
Oh.
little bit.
Here it is.
Well, Falcon, that hits. Which one are you trying to hit?
Fuck it up. I guess I'll actually just focus right here. Try to clear out these so some of these dudes can get down.
Yeah. So okay, so let's carve that line. So you hit that, you kill one and you maim another one.
Yeah. First damage was 14, second was 9.
So 25 total, yeah. So you kill 2, maim another.
And I used my action surge earlier, so that's gone. Some weird Spotify.
Yeah. It's interesting for sure.
Would I be able to next round cast Druid Draft and summon a contingent of druids to assist us in casting I don't know, something like Thorn Wall of Thorns?
Do you have the Ring of Grammarian?
I do.
I'll be honest, I didn't know that was a real thing. I thought we were all just joking around.
You put it in the thing.
Yeah,
I did.
it's from a bit or
It's from-
it's from
Okay.
It's from Jazz.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you put it in the
In the shopping list?
yeah, the
okay.
shopping list, and I bought it early. I just haven't used it.
That's why I'm confused. Okay. We'll,
He's been waiting till he finds the perfect spell.
We'll figure out how to do that when you use it. Okay. All right. Well, next up is I think Anne. Yeah, Anne.
all right. Let's see. What do I want to do?
So you hop on the roof, right? And there's these guys already on the roof. They turn around to see you, and they're like, "So, who are you? How'd you get here?"
Well, it doesn't really matter. I ain't one of them, so I'm on your side.
You're with us?
Yeah. What y'all doing?
Well, we're trying not to die, so far so good.
Okay, good luck. And then I jump down and start moving away from them. 15, 20, 30. I'm heading towards Robert, but I'm not going to use my dash action just yet. My goal is to be like still kind of behind this wall over here, and I'm going to kind of like pop up and do stuff, at least for this round. So currently in a crouching position. I'm not quite to the wall, but I'm behind it a little bit, and you see me kind of like fumbling around. As what am I gonna do? How do they seem to respond to the fire damage that Pi did, or did he do fire damage?
Yeah.
Oh, it was fire.
Not like any more than normal damage. Like
Okay, so nothing special, but nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, they're not vulnerable to it.
Okay. Yeah, in that case,
You hear Pi think to you, if you're struggling to think of what to do, you should try that fancy new dagger.
Yeah.
oh yeah, what does the dagger do? Because I don't think I added
Once per day, you get to do roll a d10. Then it does one of the beholder's things.
One of the beams.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
And with cleave rules,
Fuck. You roll like a 6, 7, or 10.
I'm gonna do that. So I pull out the blade, give it a kiss, and I say, "Do me right."
Gross. I dig it.
That is a 6. What's the 6?
6 is... Alright, where'd it go? What the hell? I don't want to know what's in its lair. Fuck.
what?
I clicked on the first link and it was wrong.
Sorry, I should have made a stat sheet for the weapon.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's fine.
6 is telekinetic ray. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or move up to 30 feet in any direction. It's restrained. Blah, blah, blah. So here's what I'll do. I'll let you pick a chunk of them and move them 30 feet.
Would it be like, say, these 9 right here,
Sure.
and move them how far?
It says that you can move them 30 feet in any direction.
How far is the wall of fire?
Yeah, I'm gonna move them northward. Get them up to there.
I'm gonna drop them on the cliffside here. Boom. That's a chunk.
Cool.
Okay.
And that was my action. Do I want to do anything with my bonus? Is this black ball here the sphere of darkness?
That's what I was trying to do, but after I drew it, I can't click on it.
Oh, okay.
It's very weird.
I don't think you can either.
Zoom in more. If you're zoomed out too much.
Yeah, I've already zoomed in
Double
pretty far. I just keep not getting it.
I'm going to dash, but I'm not going to use my full dash. So I'm going to do 5, 10,
Because it's supposed to be
15.
centered on me.
So I'm going to get right there,
Why don't you
where
just
I'm
make
right
a
up
roll
against
on that
the wall with my back towards them, and I'm ready to do my next thing. And that'll end my turn.
Okay, cool.
What's the darkness radius?
It's 15-foot radius.
Nice.
Alright, After Anne is the Blights.
There we go.
I still have control over your character.
Whatever.
Alright, well, Robert, you are kind of surrounded, so these guys are gonna come
Not
at
see
you.
him.
They are gonna roll with disadvantage. They're gonna bite at you. First roll is a 13 plus its modifier. Second one's a 12, so that's a dirty 20.
Okay. Too bad.
Misses?
Yep.
Okay.
A shield, man.
Yep. Floating shield, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Another attack. That's okay with disadvantage. That's not gonna hit. All right, and one more. First roll is a 14 plus a modifier, and then another 14. That's a 22.
That will hit.
Okay, so Robert, you're gonna get bit.
Ah, you bitch.
You're gonna take. You're gonna take seven piercing damage and 10 acid damage. Alright, and yeah, that's it for now. Okay. Cool. And I don't think you can reach anyone else because no one's in the board. Alright. Next up is... So the soldiers are going to get in now, I believe. No, not yet. Gran, you're up next.
I don't want them in yet because they can't see yet.
Oh, can you remind me where Tanai and Drakov are?
They're way down bottom middle.
Way down bottom middle. I'm just gonna shoot the green boy. I want to see what happens.
You shoot that far?
Yeah, can you, Maggie? I don't know what the range on your bow is, but...
Even for longbow, it gets disadvantage after like 200 feet.
She has
I have
sharpshooter,
sharpshooter.
so she ignores the disadvantage.
It doesn't say like a thing. It just says I just don't have.
Aren't there
Whatever.
numbers like on D&D Beyond? Aren't there like 30?
Longbows go to 600 feet.
I can't see myself, but like I don't see how I wouldn't be able to hit.
I think you do have longbow too, so I think you're good. But if you want to try and hit him, go ahead.
I'm not good. You can tell me. I can handle it.
No, you do what you want to do. Do what you want to do.
I'm gonna activate my a nice. I pull like a feather out of like, or not feather. An arrow out that's got like it's like bright green and has like pink leafy feathers. I'm activating my spring bow. I rolled a 19, so that's 14 plus
Oh, you
12,
rolled a
so
19.
26. 26 to hit.
I'm pretty sure that's gonna hit. Okay, here we go. Yes, a 26 will hit.
And it's yeah, so
Actually, wait. He's going to... Yeah, that hits. That's fine.
it's like a puny little arrow. He's gonna legendary resistance my arrow.
I wouldn't put it past him. He's counterspelled healing before.
Just that one time.
I do 21 damage with
That's
that.
great.
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
You hit him pretty
21
good.
damage. Damn. He's about to be the Brown Knight.
I go like,
Give me a perception check.
I don't know how good I am at this. I got a 17.
Okay. You notice that Tanaya like sees the arrow hit him. It's just like one lone arrow that happened to get him because you have the longbow. You see Tanaya look back and like wink at you, and then you look at Drakov, and Drakov looks like upset at you for interfering. She glares.
God, that Drakov piece of shit. Oh no, it's going southern.
Embrace it.
No, she hasn't. And then I guess I'm just gonna shoot a bunch of other guys. I feel like I should shoot other guys, so yeah, I'll just shoot a bunch of bozos far away. Oh, I didn't add my freaking. It was actually 31 damage.
Ouch.
I forgot to add I forgot to add the 10, which is like the whole point.
Oh yeah, the sharpshooter. Yeah.
My bad. Dang it.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I am excited. It's fun to do damage. I rolled a 16. Does that hit, buddy?
That'll hit them.
Okie pokey. I did 21 more damage.
Okay, that's enough to clear out. You already had one main, so you clear out 3 more.
Yeah. And I guess I will bounce on down there.
Oh, okay.
Can I just like do a hop?
Sure. I think you have
Oh no, I can't do my hop. I was gonna do my hop, but that's a bonus action. Dang it. I've got
still
hopped.
have what, like 30 feet of movement?
Yeah, I just have 30. But
Yeah, 30. Okay.
can I like climb down here?
Yeah, just go straight down.
Okay. I think this is me.
Yeah, you can just click on your character and then hit the down arrow 6 times.
Yeah, I just don't know which one is me.
The only one still up there.
I can't see.
Oh wait, no.
High's up there.
Your character says Gran. It's even
I
a
can't-
white rabbit.
It's so far away. I'm zoomed out.
Yeah, it's a huge map.
It's,
You know, I'll just stay up here because Pie's still up here. I'm too
Yeah,
old
you,
to
you can like reach everyone from where you're at.
Yeah, I've never played a.
Okay.
I'm not in the mix.
All right. Well, next up, the soldiers. After seeing you guys hop into it, they're
Yeah.
you Gran and Pie. You hear some chatter behind you, like that guy got thrown in a fucking trebuchet. Let's fucking help. And they're gonna throw some boulders to try and help you guys out.
Oh, thank God. I thought they were going to get the trebuchet too.
So did I.
All right. So
No,
Robert is
one of
not
them
a
is
role
gonna-
model.
One of them is going to shoot one of the trebuchets from the other trebuchet.
all right.
You're going to load one trebuchet into the other and throw a trebuchet to you to throw yourself back with.
There you go. They're gonna aim here to just clear out as much of them as they can. I'm gonna roll some damage, some trebuchet damage, and then just go from there. Just kind of see how big the radius is. And trebuchets do a good bit of damage. Some D10s. I rolled 4 D10s and I rolled 4 10s. I'm sorry, 6 D10s and 4 10s.
That's still pretty dope. It was more impressive the first time, though.
Okay.
Even though it means that you have more damage.
Yeah. So they're gonna clear out a little square of them here. And then on the right-hand side, they're gonna throw another trebuchet.
They're going to throw the whole
Yes,
trebuchet.
they're gonna throw the trebuchet.
Yes, please throw it down here. I can use it.
Okay, and it's gonna get rid of a little bit of them right here. Okay. And next up is Robert.
Yay! All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and swing at the one to my bottom right. All right, I hit. Let's see if I crit. I do not crit, but I mean 25 is good enough to hit, so I'll just have to live with that. And that'll be 13 total damage on my first attack.
Okay, that definitely definitely hits.
Yep, and then I'm going to go ahead and give myself some temp HP because I killed that dude. Yeah.
And you're hitting the one just north of you?
No, the one just to the bottom right, to the southeast there.
Gotcha.
And any extra damage goes to the one just north of him. Alright, I rolled another 2, so that's another 7 temp HP for me there. Right, and now that he's gone, I'm going to step up into this spot right here where I won't take an opportunity attack. And I'm going to attack the one just to the south of me.
Nice.
Okay, and a 19 hits. Let's see what to do. A dirty 19, not a crit 19 for me, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah, 19 definitely hits. Hits and hurts.
That's going to be 12 damage again.
And that's the one that you maimed earlier, yeah?
The one to the south, I assume. And any extra damage will go to the one just... yeah, let's go to the one to the left of me, to my west.
Okay.
Because I'm trying to cut a path, basically, and that these dudes can make a dash through. And from there, we can get up to the eastern stairwell, where we can get them to that big old group that doesn't have a wall of fire.
Nice.
And then we'll just have a big concentration of dudes. And yeah, that's gonna end my turn. If I gotta hack across 5 feet at a time, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Alright, next up is Pie.
Okay. I's gonna scooch over, and let me measure this distance now. Oh my god, this lag is horrible.
I assume the more we take out, the better it gets.
Oh, perfect. Okay, it's 120 foot range. Awesome. And then that 115 is that far enough away from? It is perfect. Okay.
Oh, real quick, as I kill the last one I killed, plants need light to grow, but there's no light when Robert comes for you. It's a chuckle. It counts as healing. As long as Vinny laughs.
Strong mouth. Yeah.
So Pi kind of knows what Robert's thinking, and he looks over at that black orb and he sees the space between him and Anne, and he lifts his King's Hammer up and just turns it like that as he points at it, the way Ronan does with his hammer in Guardians. And out of nowhere, a giant tidal wave comes crashing down on...
Okay.
I gotta draw it. Well, let's see. It's 10 by 30. So I want to clear out a swath of dudes.
Yeah.
I think, is that... Oh, that's 35. So we'll do 30. Clear out those guys there where that line is and the row below them.
Okay.
And make a dex save. Or does it just hit because it's a horde?
There's... You know what? I can't... You're right. This is a horde, and the horde does have stats. Nat 1.
Oh, thank God.
No, that's a 1. Yeah, that's a 1.
Well, it doesn't beat a 17,
Of
unfortunately.
course, yeah.
So let's roll 4d8. Two, 10, 12, 13. Okay. That's 13 bludgeoning damage, and they're all knocked prone.
Cool. They're gone.
Great.
Yeah, you crushed them.
Lose them. And then in 30 feet in every direction from there, water goes pouring out, extinguishing any flames. But my flames are 45 feet away, so don't even.
Okay. Well, there's a little bit of a path happening there. Okay. All right. So, it's at this point, Xardaar, you're next. Xardaar, I believe that you were poisoned, or no, you have 1 level of exhaustion, right?
Yes.
Give me a wisdom. No, I'm sorry. Give me a perception check.
What he remembered.
I think Pi was the other one too.
No, what are you talking about?
What'd you get, Falcon?
12.
12. Okay. That's not enough for you to see this. And Pi, you as well. Why don't you give me a perception check?
I don't even know what my perception is.
It's up there.
Let's just say it's like 25. Let's see. Perception. Oh shit! Dirty 21.
Okay. So, Pi, after you cast this spell, you feel really good about, clearing a huge row of these. When something just, calls to you, you look over to the Green Knight, and your robot eyes just kind of, focus in on what he has. He pulls out a bell, and he starts ringing it. And for you, and I think at this point Xardaar would feel it too. You can hear it. It's a lot louder to Xardaar and to you than to everyone else. It just really, really hurts your ears how loud it is. Why don't the two of you give me a wisdom saving throw?
Oh god. 20!
And what'd you get? Pi?
22.
Okay, you're both good. Nothing happens. It's a really loud ringing that really hurts your ears. As he rings this bell, all of the blights that are still down there fighting, like Robert, you just knocked some of them down, but they're kind of braced around you still. They all turn around and they start retreating. You see Tanaya lower her sword to catch her breath for a little bit, while Drakov continues just wildly swinging at the ones that are running away. And after a while, it's just a stampede of these blights running out of here. And I'm not going to move all of those blights because that's a lot of them there. But Pi, you're safe where you are. Robert, as these guys run by you, give me a strength saving throw as they try to knock you around.
Pretty good at that. Yeah, so 21.
Okay. As they all stampede by you, you're able to kind of stand your ground. You even cut a few down as they run by you.
Opportunity attack! Opportunity attack!
Exactly. And just for flavor, is there anything you guys want to do as they're all retreating? Just for flavor.
Keep shouting opportunity attack as I cut them down.
I want to shoot.
You're just sniping some of them. Okay. All right. After this front area has cleared out, Drakov and Tanaya they slowly walk up, and you can see that they're breathing hard. They had a rough fight with the Green Knight, who also retreated. Tanaya walks over to you. I guess Robert and Anne are down there. She greets you guys, and they go. And she goes, "All right, we need some rest. Let's walk up." And Drakov just straight up ignores you guys. She does not care about y'all at all.
I can't wait to kill her.
Can I intercept Drakov? I want to say hello to my buddy.
As she walks up?
Yeah.
Okay. She walks up the wooden bridge thing on the left, and she sees you and she says,
I hop in front of her, actually.
Okay.
Go, young buck, you were fighting all right out there.
She looks a little flustered and she goes, who let the prisoner out? Why is she out? She should be behind bars.
I don't think that anyone's going to put me back behind there. I think no one's going to put me back in there.
Yeah, all the soldiers are kind of worn from this fight.
Bigger problems.
Yeah. Well, Drakov like sees you, and she's just like immediately back into work mode. Soldiers, attention! And the few soldiers that are still around, they get up pretty slowly. We need to fix this gate up immediately. You two! And she points to the two guards who escorted you guys here. Get these people something to eat, something to drink. They've earned it.
Damn.
Now, lady, if we've earned it, then so is she. She was just as helpful fighting all that as we was.
Are you talking about Gran?
Yeah.
Fine. Get the prisoner something to eat as well.
Something nice. No leftovers.
Hey, Gran.
Actually, you know what? Pie's got it. We got our own food, thank you.
Hey, Gran. And Pie holds his hand out to you, and there's just this gaping void. He says, reach into me hole.
Try out his pie hole.
Do it.
It's
Do
okay.
it. Do it. I promise.
You can
It's
trust
a
me.
fey promise.
I swear to Morden. If you don't do it, I'm going to do it.
What are you playing at? Okay, I do it.
All right. What's your favorite sandwich in the world?
Gran's
God.
favorite sandwich.
Yeah, it's roleplay.
I feel like it'd be like
roleplay
water.
sandwich.
It'd be like just so much leafy green goodness.
It's gonna be like a. Yeah, it'd be like a banh mi.
Oh, nice.
Well,
A lettuce, and tomato.
the
hmm
most perfect one of those you've ever seen in your life comes out of Pie's hand. That's for you.
Thank you. This doesn't feel sanitary. But thank you.
Well,
Right,
I can
and in
be
the
passing out
sandwich
sandwiches to the rest of the crew who are used to this at this point.
Pie, as she takes the sandwich out of your hole, give me
I'm so upset.
give me either an investigation or a nature check, I guess,
Ooh, I'm pretty sure I'm bad at
On the
both. of them.
sandwich?
on the sandwich.
Yes.
Investigation or nature. How about insight
I don't think the sandwich is trying to deceive you, Pie.
or religion? All right, let's see.
May I also
Strength.
roll? Can I roll on the sandwich? Actually, I would like. To
You can roll
I
on
have.
the sandwich as well.
Can I roll
Roll to
intimidation
seduce
against
the
the sandwich?
sandwich.
I got an 11.
An 11. Okay. I think with an 11 pie, which one did you do? Nature or investigation?
Whichever one makes me successful. They're both the same. So
Yeah.
I got a 16.
I'll say investigation.
Okay.
That's 22 to seduce the sandwich.
Well, now I really don't want it.
So Pie, with that roll, when the sandwich comes out, it looks as good as it always does to you. There's nothing wrong with this sandwich.
I got a 16. What's wrong with the sandwich? You gotta tell me.
I said, I didn't do anything to it. I just want it to be thinking of me while you eat it.
It's alive.
Gran, it looks fine.
Did I pick up anything from it? When
Why
my-
are you making me roll on the sandwich?
You
I'm
can
gonna
roll for it. Okay.
Like, called for it.
There's so you
21.
You're already weirded out by the sandwich hole. Okay. And,
That's fair.
And
Rolling in a hole.
Robbie, what did you roll for?
21 investigation.
Investigation. Okay. This is enough that the both of you can notice it.
What did you do to my sandwich?
So I don't know what goes on a banh mi, but I'm pretty sure there's a lot of veggies on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The bread looks just a little moldy, and the vegetables on it look like a little wilted, like they haven't been preserved, or they've been they're sitting out in the sun. Like it's not doing good. It looks like if you ate this sandwich, you'd be fine where you're at, but I don't know. It depends on how well your tummy would handle it.
Who noticed that?
Does Grant have IBS?
And
I do not want to seduce that sandwich.
And okay, I'm gonna roll insight then on Anne. And for one, I just want to know.
I feel like Anne would just notice it immediately.
Yeah, and then you would
But it is a sandwich hole.
Actually,
It's
here.
a pie hole.
No, actually, it's much more than that. And that's when Pi expands it fully. And all of you remember, it's actually a spa
It's a pocket
that
spa.
also provides sandwiches.
Yeah. He pulls
Oh,
open his
okay.
sandwich
You know,
hole a little bit
knowing the
wider.
mechanics of this, I feel a lot better.
The mechanics are bullshit.
It's the
Yeah, but
pocket
I'm like,
spa, where we only ever
from-
use it for sandwiches.
They
Right.
really have. There are short rest benefits to this thing that just don't get used.
Oh shit, that's right.
I completely forgot about that.
Did it,
It's the sandwich hole. What else do you need?
He opens up the sandwich hole. Is there anything that I notice about it? Like, does it seem dingy or dusty or?
Prestidigitation wand.
Yeah, the spa looks kind of not great in terms of upkeep. Even when Xardaar prestidigitations it to like get you know when you go to a pool and like the pool chairs have that like crust
Yeah.
on it.
The grime.
The grime, yeah, that's what the chairs in the spa are like. The water is like a little stagnant and smelly. You make it better, and it's weird. It very slowly, like within like a minute, kind of gets back to that state.
do I see this?
Yeah, it's weird to see this. This has always been like a pretty pristine, magical kind of pocket dimension thing, and it's weird to see it kind of like lose the
Luster.
quality about it.
Whatever's
You got it.
going on here, it's got your hole in bad shape.
Your hole's a
very-
little dirty today.
Pi's red ringing
very-
right now. He doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Pi, check your forge.
Oh no. Oh, I open up Moradin's moving workshop. What happens?
You have both?
Of course I do.
Yes. I need another magic item immediately.
Yeah, this campaign is broken.
We have so many things,
You need to break a lot of these toys.
and we don't use like half of what we have either.
Don't.
That's the thing.
I would like to use sleight of hand to just steal.
It's a dimension.
So your workshop,
So it's a very high check then.
you know, there's a lot of it's a wood shop, right? There's a lot of wood in there, or is it a work like metal and stuff?
Metalworking.
It's like a full on pocket forge.
Okay.
I mean, there's some wood in there for the fires, I guess.
But it's mostly metal and like an anvil and stuff like that.
I guess a lot of the wood that's in there has kind of dried out.
Dear
it's
God.
full. A lot of the metal that's in there, it's rusty, dude.
Do you want to go in there?
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna cast mending for like the next 6 hours.
Take Xardaar; he'll help you clean up.
I'm pretty sure if you rest, it'll get fixed.
If I rest, the workshop will get fixed.
Yeah.
Aren't you exhausted?
Yes. That's
I
why I
am.
said that.
Yeah, it's just not great in there.
This is concerning. What do I? I'm gonna pray to Moradin for guidance here. I'm gonna roll religion if that's cool.
Yeah, go for it.
I think you got to roll for chores.
Roll phone a friend.
I will fabricate a robot to do my chores for me before I roll for chores.
He did fabricate a horse once.
I mean, making the robot to do your chores is sort of a chore in itself.
It's only about 10 minutes, and then the robot does the rest of the work forever. I'm gonna pray to Moradin here. That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20.
All right.
Like everything in your workshop, dirty.
Everybody come here. Everybody join hands. And I'm going to get everybody in a prayer circle. This morning,
Kumbaya, my
there's-
lord.
Yes, sing it, Anne. This is morning. There's some really weird stuff happening here. There's
Vinny, you
like
look like
a
you're
war
training.
going on, and we're in a really strange place. But the most important thing right now is what the hell is going on to my stuff, Moradin? I need your help. Help me fix it.
I think that what happens is I mean, a dirty 20. There's no denying something happens.
Yeah.
Your King's Hammer, it starts to have like a little bit of like a light and aura come out of it, and it starts kind of moving on its own a little bit.
I'll follow it. Where am I going?
It instead of like just kind of moving like straight up, it's pointing towards something. It's leaning a certain direction. When it leans to the direction, you kind of like look off to see it, and you guys haven't been able to see this because you're in a fort. The buildings are very tall. You haven't been able to kind of like see the sky on the other side of the buildings, and it leads you to an area where you can like here in the front where you can see in between the buildings and see the sky off in the distance towards the Winter Kingdom. So the sky off to the east, and you see something in the sky that is you've never seen before. There is you probably have seen something like this before actually. There is a tear in the sky that looks like a thin space. Not just a small portal that you walk through, but a gigantic tear in the sky.
Damn. How far away?
The movie.
Right.
What? It's not directly above you, because you guys are in the area between the Autumn and the Winter Kingdom. This tear is directly above the Winter Kingdom.
Well, either something fell out on it, or it's going to fall in somewhere, but it's going to fall up.
And you guys have you guys like been driving like through the mountains and you see like clouds off in the distance and it's like raining, like you can see the rain come down?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you kind of see coming out of this tear.
I cast Mending.
I think it's out of range, buddy.
Yeah. So it's
I give him the Ring of Grammarian so he can cast Tending.
Tending.
So you know that
Ring of Grammarian now is casting Pending. What's happening? Don't know. We'll find out later.
a thin space opens up like a different plane, right? It's like two planes existing in one. This one seems like one of the planes is more parasitic than just existing in the same place. And that's the vibe that Trickster's getting.
Well, thanks, Morgan. That was not at all what I was expecting, but that seems very important. Keep it up.
The King's Hammer flies back to you.
Oh, it flew away from me?
It like went up into the sky and like floated, pointing a certain.
Oh, that's so cool.
So as you guys are kind of discussing this, Drakov is going around checking on the soldiers. She says she's checking on all of them. She says, "The rest of you, handcuff Tanaya and put her in the courtroom. I'm putting her under arrest."
Immediately no.
Hell to the no on what grounds? Besides you being a bitch.
Abandoning her post. And Tanaya, she was kind of in this position beforehand. She hangs her head and she looks at you and she says, "It's okay. It's just a trial. I'm sure that I can see this through and that they can understand what happened. For now, I just want you to rest, and tomorrow morning, just be there for me, please."
Whitefang goes with her.
I'll follow you anywhere.
And I can't land and die, so I'm kind of along for the ride now too.
Tonight there's gonna be a jailbreak.
You see a group of soldiers walk up to her, and they don't seem happy about like handcuffing her. They're not okay with it based on what you guys can see.
When they come up to cuff her, I step up and with some intimidation, I'm like, "Now y'all gonna show some proper respect for your queen. She'll go with you quietly. You do not need to cuff her." And yes,
they have the cuffs out and they just kind of put them back away on their little side belt.
I feel like a 30 was sufficient for that to work.
They take a knee in front of her, but they kind of give you the like respectful nod. And here's what I want everyone to do. Give me either a an investigation or an insight check on these guards.
What were the options?
23
Investigation
insight.
or insight.
Also 23 for insight.
Ooh, hold up! It is a fun and floaty number, I believe.
15.
A 69.
I rolled a fuck for white bag.
I rolled a 26.
Okay, I
And
think
Insight.
I think
30 for him.
I think Pie's the only one who failed it. Our wisdom.
Robert.
Oh, Robert. Okay. I'm sorry, I forgot. All right, so Robert, you're just too busy intimidating these guys to really like look at them in this kind of way.
That's how we're going to explain it. Good save.
Those of you guys that rolled investigation, you notice that one of them is like super nervous. Not just nervous because he's, in front of the queen or, everything that's happening. There's something else that he's nervous about. Did anyone roll for investigation?
Yeah, that was me.
That was, okay, Anne, you see that there are bite marks on his arm. What do you do?
I think to Robert, bind him, and I'm also gonna run up and cast Booming Blade. Oh wait, hang on. Is that what I want to do?
How far away is he from me?
You guys are right beside him.
I am Groot! And I entangle him.
Yeah, I just cast Booming Blade, but I'm only gonna tap him, not actually deal damage. So basically, if he moves, he takes damage.
Okay.
I'm like, this one's been bit.
Oh shit! Can I medicine
I'm
him?
not saying we can't help him, but I'm saying we do need to restrain him until we do.
He starts freaking out. He goes, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to die. Please.
I don't want you to die. I just don't want you to hurt anyone else.
Okay, just listen. Just my family. They live in the Autumn Kingdom. Please, just tell them that I love them. Please. And
I'll tell them that I love them.
Yo, I'll just greater restoration him. It's fine.
Can I have your name?
my name is
You're a piece of shit.
my name is Amir. Why do fuck.
Greater restoration.
Ah! You have my name.
We all have your name.
At
You
this
gotta be real careful about that. And I do like 1,000-yard stare.
My
There's a
name's
story
my
behind
name's
that,
not
and one
gonna
day
mean
we're going to
anything
hear
to
it.
you. You can have my name. You can have whatever you want. Just please tell my family I love them. And,
I cast greater restoration.
doesn't do it, man.
Doesn't do it. Then I cast Cure Wounds.
It feels better.
So my greater restoration isn't that the one that cures curses? Yeah.
It's just not gonna do it to him. Bob.
It's a plot curse.
It's a plot curse.
I cast. Ah.
At this point, you see Drakov. She's like gathering a group of soldiers, and she says, "What does she say?"
Pretty rock.
She says, "Bitten soldiers, come to me for your reckoning." And you see
You have to be kidding
a
me.
handful of soldiers. They willingly walk up to her, and they all get down on their knees. And this one that is struggling against your vines, Robert, he goes, "Let me go. Let me go. It's better that I'm gone than anyone else getting infected. Let me go."
I walk him over and carefully place him down. Yeah, I got a nice 20-foot pole going right there. He's not going to bite anybody, and then
The rest of the soldiers, they're more sullen, more accepting of their fate. But the one that you had down, he's still breathing heavy. He's not ready for this.
I think to Xardaar real quick. I'm like, Xardaar, take him out from behind. I'm gonna get the general lady's attention because if he sees it coming, he'll freak out.
Okay.
Like doing some weird flappy shit. looking very weird, trying to get her to look.
She like lifts up her sword, ready to like do what she has to do, and then she looks at you, just causing some nonsenses over there, and she looks at you.
I take the dude out silently.
How do you do it? Like, where do you do it at? Like, is it like a throat thing, or just like straight in the head?
Shit, I have a sword. I'll just behead him from behind.
Could have done that. Shit. I just didn't want to get in the way of her swording.
Oh, fine.
I thought maybe Robert was going to try to charm person and like
I
stop
rolled a
her from
14
killing this
stab
guy,
in the
but
back.
I don't have any spell slots left.
I mean, yeah, that'll hit him. That'll hit him.
If I cast Druid Draft, what happens?
I don't know. I really don't. You draft a druid into your fantasy league?
I mean, that's all this is, essentially.
23 piercing.
You take him out. And then Tanaya, or not Tanaya, Drakov, she looks down and she sees that you took one of him out, one of that guy out. And she doesn't look upset about it. She looks, sad by what had to be done. And then she lifts up her sword, and one by one, she just gets them all. Give me a perception check.
Everyone?
Everyone, yeah.
Nat 20.
Fifteen.
16.
I think Robert's the only one that sees this because she's trying to be really, like, hidden about this. You do see that there is a tear coming down her face as she, like, cuts them all down.
I'll make a note of that, and I'm going to go talk to her later.
Okay. The soldiers, the soldiers that are still around, they take you and they lead you into the fort. They lead you through the streets where there's just dead bodies kind of all over, dead blights. They lead you into a private room that has 6 kind of cots in there. And they say, we'll bring you some food in a little bit. There's just not a lot to go around, so I'm sorry for that.
don't worry about the food. We got it. Wait, no, we don't. Bring food.
I'll say, unless you got some. Wait, can I think of a sandwich and pull it out, knowing that what's in there is not up to its normal? Because knowing what I know about it, can I be like, well, this would be perfect right now?
Sure.
Cool. All right. Come on, something made out of jerky.
Something made out of jerky comes out.
That'll
Is it
keep.
beholder jerky?
Yes.
Yes.
Is it a beholder jerky sandwich? Gran, you gotta try this stuff.
Beholder,
We got
lettuce,
beholder,
tomato.
lettuce, and tomato.
BLC. And again, it's still a little kind of.
It's cool. I'm gonna take 10 minutes to ritual cast, purify food and drink, and make it good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit here and stare at the sandwich for 10 minutes until it stops being gross.
What happens first? It stops being gross or you get hungry?
An egg timer goes off, then you don't know where. Bing! It's done. Ow.
Okay.
Anybody else pissed off by all of this? Because I'm feeling pretty pissed off.
I mean, which part? But yes.
Drakov, I'm pissed.
Yeah, I really can't wait till we get together. And I'll say that out loud in front of soldiers. I don't give a
I'll
shit.
say a little bit, but not as angry as I was a minute ago.
At this point, the soldiers bring you guys some food, and
I stare at it for 10 minutes until it's not gross.
one of them stares at. No, their food is fine. Their food is fine.
I'm not taking any chances.
Okay. They stare at Gran and they're like, Weren't you in jail?
Keep moving.
Didn't y'all used to have a jail?
Fair enough. And they drop off like a pitcher of like some water for you guys to drink as well. Yeah.
Purified food and drink.
All right. Is there and at this point like it is nighttime in the Feywild, but there is like that tear in the sky. It's doing this weird teal glow, kind of like Aurora Borealis a little bit. That
What about the Aurora Borealis?
Borealis?
Oriana.
It's not like a perfectly dark night. There is like a little bit of light, like when it's a full moon out and it's really bright, you know. So you do see there is like a teal glow throughout the night as you guys lay there. Is there anything you guys want to do before you go to sleep?
Yeah, I have a feeling that Draco's up, and I want to go talk to her.
Okay.
I feel like she would be somewhere where she's got a good look at everything.
Okay.
That's where Robert would be.
You kind of like you leave the room and you
I'm gonna hop along.
hop along. Okay. You leave the room and you like search throughout the fort. What do you and Gran talk about as you guys are kind of just like searching the fort?
Well, Gran, you seem to know your way around a bow. Xardaar might have some competition for best dang archer I've ever met.
Oh, you're too kind.
Little bit, yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Keep
Oh,
her in mind. Ask her if she can teach me that skill she has.
Hold on. So, real quick, if you see us like we're all on the same page, but we ain't talking. We ate a weird fruit, and now we all got like psychic powers, where we can talk to each other. Except for Pi, he had to. I don't know how he did it, but he's a robot man, and now he's like on the same radio frequency or something.
You hear, "You're the power of Martin."
He says it's the power of Morden.
Mm.
And hold on, I could shut them out, but it's a lot of work, honestly.
It
I mean,
sounds noisy.
It's very noisy. It's a lot easier for Anne because he's good at shutting himself off like emotionally. Whereas
Dissociation, yes, dissociation. It's a real condition and a skill, but also a problem.
it's called dissociation, Anne, and I think that's something that my therapist said once. But I couldn't pronounce nor spell it.
Yeah, this is a personality disorder. I got it. It's fine.
Oh no, that's not what it is.
All right, he said he's got horrible inappropriate personality disorder. Which, having known him our whole life, that sounds accurate, yes.
Our whole life.
We're about the same age. Like, we're close enough that we don't remember we don't remember not us both being alive. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I think it was Robert's a hair older, but only by like a year or two.
In half-elf age, it doesn't.
Right, and half elf, they
Tomato. It's
Exactly.
we're the same age.
I'm about 300 years old, so
damn.
the years blur together after a while.
Is that like high or low for one of your kind? I ain't never met a hair person before. I mean, I've met people with hair covered in hair. You've seen Xardaar, but
Oh, y'all are a people that lack your puns, your wordplay.
no, I'm just not terribly bright, and I talk to fill the void of my stupidity.
Gran does not know what to say to that.
You should say it must be a big void.
I heard that, Pie.
It's at this point that you guys have been like wandering around the fort, where you like work your way back to the front gates, where you see Dracoff just kind of standing like Gran, where you were standing just right off the edge, just kind of surveying the battlefield. There's still like a building that's kind of on fire and smoking up, and she just has her sword stabbed right into the ground, just like looking off pensively.
It's probably really bad for the blade.
It's magic.
say I just walk up, stand beside her, and do the same thing with my magic blade.
Shit! What the?
Hold on. There's no way you didn't hear me coming. I am still in full plate armor. Come on.
Listen, I was in the zone. Okay.
Oh, shit, yeah. This home's real nice sometimes, ain't it?
Yes, it is. It is. What are you
Right.
doing here? And, Gran, why are you here with him?
I don't know. I just feel like it's better to see you without bars between us. Thought I'd say hello.
I apparently just have this effect on people. I don't really get it. I think Anne once called it talk no jutsu. You know, if that weren't terrifying, it'd be kind of pretty.
You know what? Yeah, the lights are very pretty, but you have no idea what it is. It appeared up there around the same time all of this went to hell.
You mean like the Planet Fire? I went there once. That was a weird day.
Yes, like fire, hell. I see what you did there, yes.
She's got a real good sense of humor.
Well, you kind of have to when you've seen some of the shit that we've seen. So, like, you see this, and I raise my Groot arm. I mean, obviously, I didn't always have that. I lost my regular one in the Underdark. We was in a temple of, what was it, Loth? The Trial Spider Queen. And, well, I ain't the brightest, and I touched what looked like a pretty plant, but it turned out it started just decaying my arm right off. Like, the skin melted off, the muscles melted off, and the bones just started turning to dust. And it got all the way up here before, you know, they was able to stop the decay. And then this dog that had been kind of transformed by a branch of the first tree.
Where did the dog come in?
Well, I mean, we found it in jail, kind of like you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, you know, at this point, we've kind of learned if something in jail is acting friendly to us, let's not question it. We usually have bigger problems when we're finding people in jail. Because we tend to not go into jails unless there's a really big problem. But,
Sounds like
it
your fair share of adventure.
yeah. And, you know, there's something that always sticks with me through all of it. It's 187. So there was a village. That's where me and my buddies all met, actually, by the name of Fawn Hill. And we originally went there just because we heard people were getting sick, and we were able to trace the source to, you know, a hag. And, you know, it was a hag. We took it out. I actually got kind of close to dying because our robot man, he hadn't got the hang of his healing program yet. And he forgot to have any healing spells ready to go. And I thought that the robot who said he was a cleric would be able to
A cleric? No,
yeah, the robot's a cleric. He's a cleric of Moradin. He's real particular about it. Like, you see my armor? It's got like little Moradin logos all over it.
You see
I'm all about
like 30 anvil lanyards hanging off of his belt.
What is Drakov doing during this?
She's just like, you know, when a toddler is explaining something that the adult has no interest in. But when you said 187, she's like, what does that number have to do with anything? So she's like, yeah.
I'm getting there, obviously, but this is Robert. He's doing his talk no jutsu.
Exposition dump.
Exactly. No, nowhere near as fast as Jerry would. Jerry would have been through all this twice by now. Because Jerry's literally a fast talker. But our adventures ended up taking us back there, and the problem that took us there came from the same source as the problem you're facing now. It's basically a corrupted version of like the original world tree, and its seeds, its fruit, and its thorns are being used to turn people into monsters like that. I mean, I haven't quite seen that one yet, but I've seen ones that look like animated shrubbery, and they went down about the same.
Animated
And yeah, like they looked like, you know, hedges that looked like people, and we thought it was just a weird garden until they started trying to kill us.
That'll happen.
It's like
Sounds like the Summer Kingdom, honestly.
No, this was our plane. I guess y'all call it the material plane. I just call it, you know, home, but that's because I didn't know it had a fancy name. Shit.
So you've dealt with some version of these things before.
Yeah, and in our experience, there's always a source of the corruption. Like the one in the other half elf. He's my kinfolk. He's my cousin. We lost a lot of family to a version of that corruption that was actually coming out of the plane of Earth. And in our experience, if we can dispel the source of the corruption, then like we can clean up the aftermath. Like once the influence is gone, like that'll go away, and we can mop up what's left. You know, cut off the head, the snake will die. Except for, you know, when you run into a hydra, in which case cut off the head is not a good idea.
Well,
But you know,
certainly,
that
you
was
and your friends, you were certainly able to hold your own out there.
my point.
Everything that you're explaining to me, this is all information we did not know about. We didn't know there was a source to the corruption. Everyone that we've sent into the Winter Kingdom has never returned. Either they're dead or they're hung up in the spring and summer court. We don't know what's going on in those two courts.
Now you know I've got experience in the cold.
Yes, Gran, I know very much what you are capable of.
I know we don't see eye to eye, but surely you can put aside. Oh my God, you are so petty.
Well, that's because, you know, she's like 2 foot taller than you. Hold on, I'll pick you up.
Do not pick me up.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You're kicking like when you pick up Mewtwo.
No, I am not. I am dignified and still. I go flat like a board.
Do not go boneless on me.
No, I am like, I almost seem to gain like 50 pounds. I'm like an anvil. I'm like Sparta. I'm like Sparta when you try to pick her up. I'm like, oh.
Okay.
All right, my mistake. I misread the situation.
It's okay. I'm more irritated with her.
But my point here, the story I was telling, 187. So there was a village of elves called Edicester. And after we originally left the village of Fawnhill, thinking we'd resolved the problem, we got rid of the source of the corruption. Turned out the village of Edicester, which neighbors Fawnhill, just in the woods outside of Fawnhill, full of nice elves, good people. They was all gone, turned into monsters that much like you see here. So we found the source of the corruption. Long story short, dragons can be dicks. And I ended up with a choice. And like most of the crazy things that have happened to me, it's because I tend to just do things without really thinking about it. If I see a course of action that looks like it's the right thing to do, I just immediately start doing it. I was given the choice to where I could bring back all the people in that village that had lost their lives, been corrupted as a result of what had happened. And that was 187. But in return, 187 other people who we may have met, we may have not met, doesn't really matter. 187 other people would die before their time. Having a conversation with like a top level god is very, very stressful. And I've spoken to Marjorie twice now.
And she notices like the handprint on your face, and she's a paladin as well, so she has this divine sense, and she starts to kind of piece together what you're saying. She goes, "Oh, I think okay. You made a wish. Is that what happened?"
Yeah, didn't know that was going to be the flip side of it, but God of balance tends to get involved. Goddess of balance tends to get involved when you're messing with big things beyond your ken.
This balance that Marjorie is in charge of, it's a fickle thing. You want to, and I understand it. You want to bring back 187 people. Someone's got to take their place. That's balance.
Yep.
I can't help but think that what's happening here is somehow my fault. I respected Tanaya. We were friends. We were classmates. But I don't have royal blood. I could never be royalty in any way. But when she disappeared, I was able to take her position, but not in a time of peace, in a time of war. I wanted to be queen. I wanted to rule my people. Be what they need, what they want. But this is not a way to rule.
I get that, and in my experience, plans are nice and they're a good place to start, but never works the way we intend to. We can't control necessarily what happens to us, but we can control what we do about it. Like, I never intended to be a paladin of the Raven Queen, but that was just kind of how my story played out. And so there was this gentleman in Fawn Hill, a doctor, real nice doctor. It's actually where the Firbolg got that fancy wand that he likes to use to clean everything up. I decided to bring the elves back because they were almost entirely good people. I knew it would, on balance, bring a little more good into the world than it would take out, and I had already made the wish. And I had promised the only boy who had made it out of that village that I would do everything I could to bring his people back.
Give me a persuasion check.
24.
Promises in the material plane are different than promises here in the Feywild. They are binding oaths here with grave consequences. And keeping an oath is sometimes they're difficult. And the fact that you were able to keep your oath to a survivor in spite of the consequences, that says a lot about you.
So after we brought back the elves, we went back to Fawn Hill, and they were all gone. Every last one. All that was left in the village was thorns. And that doctor, he's haunted me ever since. Literally at one point. Because we did find him, and he was gone.
You've gone through a lot, haven't you? You and your friends to get here.
Yep, and we try and keep ourselves going. You see us making jokes, us making light, but that's kind of just how we're carrying it. Because it don't get easier. You just know how it feels.
Robert, that was your name, correct?
Robert of Frosthold.
I was not expecting much of you all when you arrived, especially seeing that you arrived at Tanaya. But I believe that you are good people.
Like 75%, I would say that for sure.
Is there something that you wanted to ask of me, Robert?
Yeah. The way you're carrying yourself. Did you make a promise that you find yourself having a hard time keeping?
Yes, Robert, I did. I made a promise. I made hard to keep that promise when, in order to protect everyone, I have to kill a few of them.
Yeah, I get that. But in my experience, keeping a promise that was always impossible to uphold ain't the kind of thing you need to beat yourself up over. Because if you're setting yourself up for failure, that's all you're going to see yourself as. And everyone else will see it too.
She takes her sword out of the ground and she like sheaths it.
Same.
Did you have any weapon out, Gran? Maggie?
Can you repeat your question?
Did you have like a weapon out or anything?
No.
Okay.
She has lots of experience being in fancy places. She's not just going in with a weapon. She doesn't feel like anybody could put her back in jail, but she's not trying to push it.
Well, Drakov, she turns around and she goes, this was a nice conversation, Robert. And then
Yeah. Likewise. I misread you at first.
I did too.
Alright.
Go get some sleep.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Good night.
And she, you see her walk back into the keep. When you guys left, Anne also left.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Which is why I didn't hear much of Anne.
Anne,
Where could he have gone?
at this point, Anne is so good at just like passively sneaking, which he doesn't need to. Right? Anne doesn't need to sneak. But how does Anne proceed throughout the fort?
Yeah, so Anne is like, dipping through shadows, very like casually just moving up behind somebody as they're walking, and then slipping by when their back is turned, almost making it look easy. And as he finally comes to his ultimate destination, what do I see?
You get to not a jail cell. That's not where they're keeping Tanaya. Not a jail cell. They're keeping her more like, there's a word for it, like sequestered, like grounded. What's the word I'm looking for?
She's on
House arrest.
House arrest.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
she's on phase arrest.
Yes. Fair. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
got
go
it.
to like a room where like there are some like heavy like guarded guards in front of it.
Heavier artillery.
Yeah. Like she's not only a VIP, she's like a VIP prisoner. But they do the thing where they're standing back to back, and every now and then they kind of like rotate to look forward.
They pose.
Their bases. How do you proceed? Do you wait until they're back to back to like sneak in through the door? Do you talk to them?
Let me see. Hang on, give me a second. Trying to think if there's anything he would try.
Do you like throw a rock to try to get their?
Yeah, I think that was going to be my my initial approach, was to toss a rock that would kind of draw their attention and then sneak by when one of them walked away.
Okay, yeah, you throw a rock and one of them goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go check that out," and the other guard just goes, "Okay."
What was that noise?
Yeah, very very NPC behavior.
Right.
And as he walks over there, you crouch because it makes less sound, like in a video game, and you make your way there. You open the door and you walk in, and you see Tanaya. She's in a nice room. Like it's like a room that like an officer would be in, like someone high ranking in like the military. But they've also like zhuzhed it up a little bit to make it kind of more cozy. It's not.
I'm sorry, what was that word?
Zhuzhed.
Just.
Love that. Can you spell that?
Yeah, zhuzh. You know, there's not a cot. There's like an actual bed in there. There's some candles. There's like a little desk for writing. Like it looks very nice in there, befitting the queen. You walk in and you close the door and you see that Tanaya is sitting on the desk and she's writing something. And she goes, "I don't need any more food. No thing. I'm fine. You can let me be."
Oh well, I guess I could just leave then. I don't know.
She turns around and she sees you. She's very surprised, and she's taller than you. And she goes, "Anne, did they let you in here?"
Oh no, not really. I just kind of do what I want, but
Of course. Well, Anne, what can I do for you? Why are you here?
well, I was kind of mainly just coming to see how you're holding up.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be checked in on. And I don't think that I'm going to survive the trial tomorrow.
Why not? I don't understand the laws of this land very well, but I think it seems odd to me that you would be placed responsible for this.
And my duty is to protect, lead, and rule over my people. While I have the ability to control the amount of time that passes whenever I leave here, for some reason it hadn't happened when I the time that I spent in the material plane was the same amount of time that passed here. So I don't know why that happened. And it doesn't matter because the impact of what I did hurt my people. Drakov has been alone. She needed someone as strong as her by her side. I don't even know how many of the Autumn Knights have died. But I counted at least 12 of them today. 11 of them were killed by Drakov. It killed to save the rest of the people. I let my people down, and whether I intended to do so or not, I did not fulfill my duties as queen.
I hear you, and I guess to a degree I can see where your mentality is, but and don't take this the wrong way. This may come off harsher than I intended, but you can't take the easy way out. These people have been alone without you, and if you submit tomorrow and let yourself be, executed or thrown in a prison cell, you are no good to anybody. The only way that you're going to be able to make up for what you perceive that you've done is to make it right. You need to go out there, you need to fight for your people, you need to fight to be back as their leader, and you need to fight to stop whoever's taken over this place. You can't stop if you're the leader.
And I appreciate your words, and I want to be here for my people. But do you think they'll forgive me? As far as they know, I let them be. I cast them aside.
Did you see how they reacted when they came with those handcuffs? They didn't want to put them on you, and sure, Robert gave them the nudge, but it was their decision not to put them on you.
You're right. I did notice that. I did.
They don't want you to go. They don't want to lose you, but they need reconciliation. We need to figure out what that is, because it's not your life. That's not going to save or help anybody.
And I need you to slap me.
Well, where?
I knew to say that.
On my face, and I need you to slap me.
Okay.
You may
Is he
never
tall
be
enough for that, guys?
No, maybe.
Whitefang growls a little.
I like. All right, I want to do it, and I just like not very hard. It's more of just kind of like a wake up kind of thing you do when you're like, hey, wake up, come on.
Yeah. Okay. She's like, and then after you hit her, she turns her back on you and she puts her hand on the desk, and there's a mirror in front, like hanging in front of the desk, and you see her like her her back, like she's got a pretty muscular back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she does.
And you see it just like tense up, and you see her just like slap herself a little bit more, and she whispers something to herself. Give me a perception check to see if you can hear it.
That's a 22.
She whispers, "You are Queen Tanaya of the Autumn Court, armor of the Autumn Guard. You are the ruler of these people, and they need you, damn it!" And she gives herself one more slap. And then you see her, like, just, like, untense, and she turns back around, and she goes, "And you're right. My people do need me. And while Drakov seemed to be doing fine, I know that she can be doing better with me by her side. I don't need to die for my people. I need to live for my people." And
I really hope Ant's like letting us hear this.
Yeah,
He's got her on speakerphone.
when like tuning you guys in.
They'll let us hear it until it gets spicy.
Pretty much.
She walks up really
Hey, when she said slap me, he definitely like kind of like fuzzed things out there for a second.
She walks up to you like real close to you and she says, "Anne, thank you. I needed to hear that." And she gives you a little forehead kiss.
He faints.
We can all hear the blood rushing in Anne.
Whitefang bites his shoulder and drags him out of the room.
Yeah.
Good boy.
I mean,
Good boy.
so before, I guess we're kind of like wrapping up, but he says, "Well, I care about you, and I want to be there to support you, and I know that this is a hard time for you, so I figured you needed the help."
And I don't always ask for help when I need it, but thank you for offering it because I needed it. Thank you.
Now, preparing for tomorrow's, for court tomorrow, is there anything you need of me? Any evidence that I can provide? Any, character witnesses I can find for you?
No,
Anything that proves that she tried to get back when she said she got back.
I think that I think my words will carry enough weight. And knowing that there are some members of the Autumn Guard that are still faithful to me. I don't want to start a mutiny by any means, but I think that we can sway Drakov and tell her that I don't need to rule, but I need to live for my people.
Do you want me to take any letters or pass any messages along to any of the Autumn Guard to prepare them for your statement?
She says, actually, I do have something, and this is in case I am unsuccessful. This is the only time that this needs to be open. And she hands you a stack of letters, and they're addressed to each of you, to Pi, to Anne, to Xardaar, to Robert,
Whitefang.
to Whitefang, and
It's the biggest.
and to Gran as well.
I want her to fail now. I want to know what the
And White Fangs is the largest letter.
Yeah, White Fangs is a small novel. And please, I need you to promise me, this is a Fey promise, that you won't open these that you will only open these if I should perish.
I promise.
So this is our first Fey promise. You see that a bunch of you guys are in the kind of autumn winter court area, in between area. There are a lot of red and white little sprites that kind of surround the two of you as you say "I promise," and they just kind of swirl around you. So it's like a mix of like red and white. These little sprites, and and then they just disperse. And she goes, "Promise is made."
Those sprites were law ninjas.
Now, to be fair, he only promised that he wouldn't open them. We can still open ours.
You're right. You're right. She should have been more specific.
Yes.
Quest failed.
All right, and go get some sleep.
I'll see you tomorrow.
You will.
All right, and then I sneak out and run back.
Okay.
Hey, you should have asked if she needed legal representation.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's got it.
All right, there is one thing I want to do before we get off, and this will be the last thing we do. Okay. All right. So you get a long rest, guys. Get a long rest. Okay. Your exhaustion is gone. Get your slots back. All right. You guys wake up the next morning in that room with the cots in. Light pours in through like the barred windows as you guys start to wake up. You had a decent sleep. I mean, the cots aren't great; they're okay. But you did,
We've had worse.
yeah, you did hear like screeches, like those creatures were like off in the woods somewhere. You know, like it wasn't a super quiet sleep. And you look around and yeah, it's just the 6 of you guys in here, or 7, I guess, if I count White Fang. No, 6, yeah.
Yeah, White Fang's with Tanaya.
You guys get dressed, you like don your armor, all that good stuff. And the 2 soldiers who escorted you guys from the jail cell to the thing, they return. They say, "Oh, hey guys, the trial's about to start. We need to escort you to General Drakov. We've secured the area, so like there's no blights in the way. You can travel safely, but there's no more food left. You guys kind of had the rest of it last night. I mean, we had it too. So like it's not totally all on you. But yeah, just follow us to the safe room."
I goes, "Whoa!" And he makes those special little snack foods. Where are they?
Oh, when was the last time you did this?
I did it recently. These are the from Chef. I can make the treats.
Right.
I have.
Like all this random bullshit we can do that we keep forgetting.
Yeah, well, I have 8 uses, so I'm gonna make little like breakfast quiches or some shit. I don't know. And I'll hand them out to all of us. And you said it was 2 guards, right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect. Now you get some quiches.
Sweet toaster strudel. Love it.
All right, they take you guys through a route through the fort, like in different buildings and then out of them to kind of like avoid any blights that kind of might be remaining in the fort. They take you down different alleyways, always stopping to make sure that the roads are cleared before moving you guys forward. They take you to what looks like a really well secured building with barriers and like spikes set up in front of it. You guys enter it to see General Drakov, several soldiers, and Tanaya in this room.
And White Fang.
Yes, and White Fang. This room is set up with chairs. As you guys can see, there's several rows behind. It's barricaded. In the front, you see large tables set up in the middle with some tables right there. In the very center is Tanaya. In front of her is Drakov, and you see some other knights beside her. There's a bunch of knights behind you guys as well.
Pretty intimidating paint job on that floor there.
Yeah. Well, you know, at some point some blights got in there. You know, that's the best I can
Oh.
I thought that's if they just immediately carried out the executions, and that's what that was for.
Yeah, I thought it was from the execution.
Yeah, probably that too. You see that Tanaya is Tanaya's right there in the middle, and she sees you guys walk in, and she gives you like a very like confident smile. After everyone sits down, Drakov slams the gavel and clears her throat.
You give us an example of what that sounds like?
Hello, everyone. We are gathered here today to pass judgment on one Tanaya Autumnsguard. Tanaya. It shows it Tanaya. As soon as you disappeared, these creatures started appearing in the Winter Kingdom. We are not sure that there is a connection between you and them, but the timing is questionable. You also hold the ability to control how much time passes when you go to another plane, yet you were gone for 5 years, leaving us here alone to fend for ourselves. Tanaya, how do you meet? You guys want to chime in?
I mean, I feel like we shouldn't at this point, but Robert, being an idiot, it's gonna be like, not guilty.
I hit him on the head and say, shh, she's got this.
She goes, Tanaya, she stands up. She goes, Dracov, I didn't choose to spend that much time. There's something wrong here happening with the time. I only meant to be gone for a day. I wouldn't abandon my kingdom. You know me. Dracov slams her gavel again. I do know you, but that is not what you are on trial for. You need to tell us why you were gone for so long, and whether it was on purpose or not. People suffered, Tanaya. And Tanaya goes, Dracov, I can't explain because I do not know what happened. This was not a choice that I made.
Xardaar raises his hand.
She looks over at Xardaar, giving you like permission to speak.
How long has that tear in the sky been there?
Since this all started.
Okay, so if a tear between planes has been here since this started, and she wasn't able to get back when she wanted, isn't it reasonable to think that that might be messing with her ability to control when she returns?
Where's Cherry?
Give me a persuasion check.
Robert's gonna put on his full Southern gentleman shit in a second here.
21!
21?
Oh,
Okay. You hear people...
Oh, wait, no, 19. I read the wrong thing.
Yeah. It did happen. That is real.
How did we not make that connection for the last 5 years?
Exactly.
Right? Like, General, if I may...
It's speculation.
General, if I may address the court.
Yes, Robert.
Thank you. Much obliged. Your Highness. So I step up. I pretend to, like, button suit buttons that aren't even there. Now, I may not be completely versed in the intricacies of the rules of the Autumn Court or of the Feywild as a whole, but I do know the difference between criminal and civil liability. It is something I did have to learn as a young elf myself. And while the circumstances are indeed very, very ill-fortunate, and the timing is horrendous, if we cannot be certain that tonight caused everything you see here, then we cannot fault her for anything that has happened since that tear opened up in the sky. If it's even possible that that tear, that connection to a different plane where time and space may work in ways that no one here comprehends, then it is entirely possible that that is why she was unable to return at the moment she intended to return. In fact, it's also possible that had it been anybody other than Tanaya, they would have been gone far longer than 5 years. They could have been gone an entire lifetime here in the Feywild, which, to my understanding, is effectively infinite. Now, if y'all want to say that her leaving and not being here has caused pain and suffering in her absence, then sure, she may need to rectify the situation. And I vote, obviously just a figure of speech, I know I do not get a say in that the prudent course of action will be to make her work as long as she was gone to fix things.
Do you hear some murmur between like?
Do I need to roll persuasion?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a persuasion check.
Sweet.
This is more for the crowd, I think.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Court of public opinion. I mean, it's not like she broke a promise or anything. So 27. Yeah, +9, baby.
Why don't we use that? Why don't we make her promise that she did not mean to be gone?
You hear
I think Gran raised her hand first.
Like just all murmuring, like yeah. What do you have, Gran? You're muted, Maggie.
I'm old as hell, is what I first said. And I don't know anything about this rift in the sky, but I know that in 5 years' time, not a single person here can say they haven't let someone down. Very few people can say that. I know I can't. And like this fellow over here said, the only recourse is to get out there and try to make it right. And also let me pass. I would like to go forward.
Why aren't you on trial?
I don't think that's relevant.
Obviously irrelevant to the moment at hand. That should be stricken from the official record. I object to my co-counsel.
I've got something to say, if I may.
Yeah, fine.
I may not have experience like the rest of you, or know much about laws and courts, but I do have the ability to cast Zone of Truth on the Queen here, and you guys can ask her whatever the hell you want, and you'll know she's telling the truth.
You hear a little bit of murmur. I think that she just has a reputation of being like truthful, and it's like someone being on trial for manslaughter rather than murder. You know, it's like she didn't mean to do this, but people still got harmed nonetheless.
Yeah, it seems like the only reason for them to have the trial is to know for sure that she didn't intentionally do this.
I think that the way to
This is a kangaroo court. It's just nonsense.
they after hearing you guys speak, I don't think Robbie has spoken unless he wants to.
Gran, I don't think any of them are kangaroos.
You hear Tanaya deliberate with the two people beside her, and there's just
I think you mean Drakov.
yeah, Drakov, not Tanaya, my bad, yes. Drakov murmur with the people around her as they like take everything you guys have said and just really discuss it.
Tanaya, you think you got this?
And Tanaya is like, she's hopeful, she's staying confident. And Drakov, at some point she like looks over her back and she makes eye contact with Robert. And then like as soon as the contact leaves, she just walks away. After a few minutes of like deliberating, she comes back and she says, Tanaya Autumn's Guard, we have made a decision. You left before any of this started. You left your people. We know you have the ability to control how much time passes, but any time that a queen abandons her post could obviously be detrimental to her kingdom. We decide that you did not leave on purpose. You did not choose to spend this much time. But regardless of how much time was gone, you were not with your kingdom, and that is what we are charging you with, for abandoning your post. And she stands up and she goes, Tanaya Autumn's Guard, in accordance with the Autumn Court laws, you are sentenced to death. And at this point, Tanaya stands up and she goes, Drakov, I know our laws and I knew that this was coming. But there's one thing that is above our laws, one thing that cannot be challenged in any way, shape, or form. I demand a trial by combat.
Hey,
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to end.
Mortal Kombat.
Let me play General Jack off in combat.
What about jacking off?
Let me play General Jack off. Jack off in the combat. I'll fight Tanaya. I just want to play as General Jack off.
General jack off. Okay. Whew. And this is what we'll figure out. We'll figure this out next session. Yeah. Guys, this was awesome. 10 out of 10 session.
There was a lot of roleplay in that, and I did not expect that coming in.
That's
Right.
man. I love that.
It was a good one.
You guys can have all the magical items you want, but if the story's going well,
Okay, but
All that
why
matters.
a pocket spa and a workshop?
we paid for it.
Let's think
You did pay
Ace.
for
You
it.
never know what you'll need.
I
I
just
still
feel like
haven't gotten a ring of infinite rages. I mean,
that feels like an unstable set of pockets. You put those two close to each other.
And that's our ultimate plan. Like when we fight the big bad guy, we're just gonna shove them into each other and throw them at the big bad guy.
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
it's an event horizon. We'll trap Therisden in a black hole and hope that it doesn't consume reality.
I just need I need another item, Vinny. I want a pocket.
I want a pocket.
I want a pocket. Can I have a pocket?
Outhouse.
No!
She's a rabbit. She goes in the woods.
Okay.
There's a
I'm
rabbit
a
in the woods.
person.
I can make you a pocket. I mean, it's not going
The
to be
whole time I wanted to say, man, I can't wait to show y'all Gran's hole. She's got a hole.
Let's see Gran. Oh, we need everybody stop the session. Gran's got something to share.
No, it's not here. My hole is elsewhere.
Never mind. Gran lost her hole.
I have
Continue
so
with the combat.
many questions.
That's where I keep all my magic items that Vinny hasn't given me yet.
Oh, it's like a timeout sack. I'm with you now.
Oh no.
Well, guys, this was
Man, this trial got weird.
tomorrow. We're actually gonna or not tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Next time we play, we'll actually get into the winter kingdom. So hopefully
Very
it's cold by then.
Yeah.
It'll either be cold or flooded
Vinny,
here.
you gotta
One or the other.
manage your expectations, bud.
That's true.
It was in the 50s when I woke up today.
Maybe you're in Illinois.
You're like, he's not in Chicago. He's on the other side of Illinois.
It's
part that's
50
just-
right now.
Nothing.
Well, guys, great session. I loved it.
Yeah, that was dope.
I know.
I'll see y'all later.